not for kids for the live stream, and then that's why the live stream chat went away. I wish I could make it permanently only like not for kids, but it is what it is. Anyway, so we're still on number one. We have 12 questions total. This is insane. The pace that I'm going at. So D, right? The fundamental theorem of algebra. But before I start that section of the question, let's go over part C, which is a polynomial, right? And all the coefficients are in the real numbers, but the solution is not a real number. It's actually a complex number because we have p plus q times the root of -1, which here is I, the p part being the real number and the q part being the imaginary number. So when we know that it's in the complex number, in the complex plane, I mean, or numbers, then we solve it by using the quadratic formula. Because x equals -b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That would give us like a plus or minus real number, which is also a complex number if you think about it, because it's in the form of p plus q root -1, but this is just when the complex imaginary part is equal to 0i. So it checks out, but no, hold on. So p is the real number. Okay. The answer has to be in the complex plane for part C. Yo, oh my gosh, finally, Kai. Welcome back to the stream, Kai. Long time no see. Yeah. How have you been, Kai? I knew streaming at 2 a.m. in the morning would be worth it. So yeah, let me know how you've been and what you've been up to. I thought you forgot to turn on the live chat. Yeah, that was completely by accident. Cause man, that sucks that I had to close the live stream because yeah. But you can't change that setting while the live stream is ongoing. Only when it's not. But yeah, Kai new account. Yeah, it's her mom's account. I feel like she lost her old one, which is so sad, bro. That a memory that account had a lot of memories. Like that was the first time I saw Kai. I was like, I thought that Kai was a guy because she said Hafid, that she's a Hafid instead of Hafidullah. It was like the Tamarabuta. But yeah. Pretty productive, my mom's account. Yeah. That's good that you've been productive. I've been amazing. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. But yeah, we've been obsessed with. Well, actually, you played Scribble with us, so you didn't miss out on anything. So, part D. Actually, no, part C. We're still looking at the complex numbers, and we just use it. We just solve the polynomial that we come up with by using the quadratic formula to solve for x here, and yeah. As for part D, what the theorem explains. Let me just drink some water real quick. My throat is really cracking up. 16 watches watching. Yeah, it always like boosts up like that. I don't know, the algorithm is like that, but it calms down after a bit. You gotta say that you're sorry. Ah man, I love those lyrics. I'm starting to try new things. Really? I don't know. Yeah, so what did you try, Kai? What theorem explains why it's impossible to find a polynomial equation a n z to the n plus dot plus a2 plus ai plus a0 equals 0, where a sub n all the way to a sub 0 are in the complex plane, but with solutions not being in the complex plane. In other words, C is the largest number system to solve all algebraic equations and to make sense of calculus. So the fundamental theorem of algebra states that a non-constant polynomial function all the way to a sub n in the C's must have 0 alpha in C and that by algebra, f of z is equal to z minus a alpha times gz, where g of z is a polynomial of degree 1 less than f. If g is not constant, it must also have a zero by the fundamental theorem of algebra and can be factored as well. This process must be stopped after n steps, showing that all of the solutions to f of z equal to 0 are in complex plane. So I completely forgot the fundamental theorem of algebra. I don't even remember coming across that, but that's probably something newer that we came across because that looks kind of similar to something that we did recently to solve for the integral for the residual theorem. But I'll have to look into that. Oh my gosh, Queen, welcome back, and Iron Kill, welcome. Dang, awake until Fajr. Yeah. Well, Fajr is not that far actually. Time changed on May 8th. And I did not realize that, so that's why Fajr has been more closer. And I think it's not worth it to go to sleep now. Or maybe just get better in things I do, I guess. Oh, like crocheting? Oh, they've been missing you, Kat. Yeah, for real. I didn't know you were streaming. I didn't get a notification. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. But yeah, welcome back, Queen. Tofu told me the same thing. Like sometimes the notifications don't work, but that's yeah. I'd say just productive things like reciting more and just working on touching grass. Those two things are everything that you need to do in life. Like that's my whole life goal, life plan till I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't get it too. A dolphin has a strange dense bones. Dang, that's very interesting, Joe Crackhead Chronicles. I feel like you've been here before. I don't know. Are you from India? No, I'm not. Giga Master Official. All right, let's continue. So, the fundamental theorem of algebra. Like, how do you even use that? Every non-constant simple variable polynomial with complex coefficients has at least one complex root. Oh, prove using complex analysis. Hmm. All right, let's look at part D using ChatGPT. It says every non-constant polynomial with complex coefficients has at least one complex zero. In simpler words, once you are in the complex plane, polynomial equations cannot escape anymore. Their solution stays inside the complex plane. Oh, so it never touches the axes. How y'all been? We've been good. I mean, I've been dreading my whole life until my finals are over. But it will be over soon, inshallah. I feel like I was just like wasting time to get that feeling over with, like quicker without having to suffer more. That's no, I'm not was a little defensive. That no, I'm not was a little defensive. Oh yeah, bro. I don't take any offense to being called Indian or people assuming that what's it called? I'm from India, but I gotta correct. I gotta correct people. I gotta put them. Uh, let them know. I think the burn that I have on my finger is infected. Infected? Wait, how did you burn it again? What were you doing? I remember you said that your finger burned. Hopefully you didn't miss any beef between Eris and his bestie too. No, they've been getting along actually. It's crazy how well they got along. Fanta girly, yo, Anna, welcome back. Oh my god. It's been forever since you came to this stream. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's it going, Anna? Oh my gosh, it's such a surprise to see you here. I wish you came to a stream more, Anna. Like, it's so nice to like see you on the live stream. Like, we need more we need more female Muslims on the stream. I've been busy with in real life. Aw. Yeah, that's good that you've been busy. Like, I've been busy too, with like school. I mean, I should be more busy, but it's hard. Eh, Inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make everything easy for us. Always say, اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحسن إذا شئت سهلا. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ease all your tasks, inshallah. You're so sweet, Allahumma. It says you, Anna Bun. The bun stands for cinnamon bun. Betrayal, how about y'all become a trio? Wait, betrayal? I think he made a new bestie. Oh, tofu, yeah. What's it called? I haven't been busy because I've been so sick. Aw, Queen. Wait, why are you sick and infected and all that? Please take care of yourself. I hope you feel better, Queen. I gotta go get ready. No, Anna, please. Stay on the street, please, 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 please. Even if you have to go, just come back as soon as possible, okay? Please, Anna. Your total watch hours, and I'm not talking about this because I want watch hours, but like because I want you to stay. Like I want to see you and talk to you. It's like literally less than 5 minutes total that you actually chatted in the live streams. You know what I mean? Like you gotta come back more. You gotta come. You gotta join us more out here. I'm busy, but pretty happy. Like busy but active. Yesterday on Sunday, I felt so tired because I had nothing to do. What? How are you busy and then have nothing to do? That's crazy. But that just goes to show like how productive you were. That you ran out of things to do. Like, whoa. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it so that there's so many skills out there that, there's more to learn than you'll ever be able to learn. So it's nice. But yeah, we gotta look at the fundamental theorem of algebra because once you're in C, the polynomial equations cannot escape anymore. The solution stays in the complex plane. But what did the question ask again? What theorem explains why it is impossible to find an equation in in C, but solutions are not in C? Okay. So what theorem explains why it's impossible to find um polynomial equations? Polynomial with coefficients in the complex plane, but the solution is fundamental theorem of algebra. I'm gonna remember that. I can't believe Anna Van left after I begged her to stay. That's so sad. But nah, it's okay. I appreciate everybody else who's in here too. Thank you guys, you loyal viewers who are always here. I appreciate it. Queen get better and better watch out for from hantavirus. Oh my gosh, I've heard of that. I was like, what? Why is everybody talking about hantavirus if it's not even that, spreadable? It's not like coronavirus where it was so easily uh you could get infected by it so easily. I didn't have anything to do on Sunday after doing everything the whole week. Oh, like all your chores and stuff, right? I think Sophie, my ex bestie, thinks that we're still friends because she always smiles at me when we walk past each other, and when she's walking into the bathroom, she looks into my class. Why did you guys like stop being friends? What happened? But if she's waving and smiling, I feel like she probably feels guilty, like she doesn't want to actually stop being friends. So you might have to talk to her, Queen. How you're adding cough by the I want to try more things because I'm getting Eid al-Adha vacations. My school time will be reduced, so I'll try revising my syllabus. My exams are next year, April. Next year? That's crazy. What if I have hantavirus? No, I don't think you have hantavirus. It's actually so deadly. Like there's like a 60 or 40 degree, I mean, percent of deadliness, like the lethal level. I'll also try painting. Dre, you also paint, so I get motivated. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I miss painting so much. And Craig Slud. Well, actually, you didn't say Sam, but say your Salam. Salam alaikum, Craig. Look who's doing stream all day. Yeah, of course. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Coco. It's so weird that I was not in the mood to stream at all the past few days, but nowadays it's like, okay, one after the other. I gotta keep on streaming. But yeah, we did one question out of 12. Let's go. This is very good progress. In other words, the complex plane is the largest number system we need to solve all algebraic equations and to make sense of calculus. So this is the largest number system we need to solve equations. All right. Second problem, 4.1.2. Find all the solutions to z to the sixth power equals to negative 8. That's so weird. How is it supposed to be negative if we have like an even power? What shape would the solutions make if plotted in the complex plane? So you gotta draw it out and you have to find the solutions for all the things that give you negative 8. Yeah, Queen, better get an appointment. Yeah, I hope you check out with the doctor soon because you've been sick for a long time. Well, we got in a big fight on text and I was venting about stuff. Then she said that I should shush because I'm perfect and other stuff. I feel like she was just saying like I don't know, that's kind of rude not kind of, that is rude, that to tell someone to just shush well in the middle of them venting, but it's also important that we don't vent in a way that is unsolicited. Like if you might have to ask before venting, hey, do you feel can I talk to you about something? Like if you're not in the mood to listen to something like that, then I won't talk to you. But that's why we have friends, right? Like we want to uh confide in them, but some of them are not really fit for that kind of thing. So you could talk to your teachers, your counselors at school, things like that. Your dad maybe, but yeah. But don't hold it against her that she's not the kind of person that you could confide in for that kind of thing, because she's also your age. If you can't handle it, then what about her? Don't take it too seriously. I hope you guys become friends again. At this point, Julia has 50 shades of cow account. What does that mean? Oh, Kai account. Yeah. There's a lot of accounts that you have. Like there's yours, there's your mom's, there's your sisters, your whole family. But it's all you. What's the DOS in this sentence, Coco? It's like a pause. Alright. Let's continue. So z to the power of 6 equals to negative 8. Aren't y'all curious what that z is? Like, what could you possibly put for z to get a negative 8 when you take it to the sixth power? Let's see. Since negative 8 equals to e to the I pi, because Euler's theorem, Euler's formula, e to the I pi is equal to 1, right? So we have negative 8, that also becomes negative 8 e to the I pi. And if z equals to re to the I theta, then z to the sixth power then becomes r to the sixth power e to the I sixth. I pi, um, I 6 pi, I 6 theta, sorry. E to the I 6 theta. Hope I got that right. So this is something to separate from the main stuff. R e to the I theta. There's two here, two variables. Well, e is not a variable, but two things to take to an exponent, you know? So if z has one exponent, then r has one exponent, e to the I theta has one exponent. But if z has another exponent greater than one, then we have to put two sixes here. It's uh tempting to just put one six here for the whole thing, but you have to put one for the radius as well. So that's that, and that's that. We converted it to polar. And now this means r to the 6 power is equal to 8. Because e to the I 6 theta is just 1. And e to the I pi is just 1 as well. So r to the 6th power, e to the I 6 theta, is 1 to the 6th power is just 1. That's equal to negative 8 e to the I pi. Wait, what? How's it 8? Where did the negative go? Hold it. Wait, e to the I pi is negative 1. Yo, that's very important detail. It's Euler's theorem. You're pregnant. What? Hold on. What did I miss while doing my homework? Queen, you need this? He's stuttering. Who is pregnant? Yeah, I'm sick. I can normally laugh. I already started coughing at the airs. Left-handed might be uncomfortable holding the pen. Oh yeah, I am left-handed. But who's pregnant? Queen? Oh, Air Scott. Yeah, he always uses that emoji. Can I just say one thing? How do you type so fast without typing mistake? Me, I was. Are you talking about? Oh, never mind. You're talking to Queen. I make so many typos though. I'm not pregnant. Yeah, you'd have to be a girl to do that. No problem. Gender is optional. All right, so it's equal to negative 1. That becomes a positive 8 to the I pi. Actually, no, that's just negative still, but it becomes just the 8 afterwards. So e to the I 6 theta is negative 1 to the 6th power, and that's why it becomes just 1. So r6 equals to 8, r to the 6th power. So 6 theta is equal to pi plus 2 pi n. Pi plus 2 pi n, huh? Because e to the I theta is negative 1 to the 6th power. That does not just go to 1. We have to solve for 6 theta. Hmm. Thus r equals 6th root for 8. And then we solve that, we get root 2, and theta equals 2 pi over 6 plus pi over n. 3 times n. And then we have to plot all the points. And we get a hexagon. This is really, really important stuff to be able to draw. Are you trying to hide your pregnancy? I might. I mean, most of the things are ergonomically right-handed, right? but people get used to writing if they are left-handed. No, I think it has to do with your brain structure, like whichever like hemisphere of your brain is stronger or like more dominant. Because left-handed people use the right side of their brain more, and then right-handed people use the left side of their brain more. But I'm not sure why that is. It's really interesting. Y'all tell me what happened in the last streams I missed. Hmm, that's a good question. I don't remember. Queen, do you remember? Queen is in like almost all of the live streams. She's the most top loyal viewers ever. How can a man get pregnant? Um, I don't know, but apparently it's possible. That's why that emoji exists. So yeah, R6 equals 8, R to the 6th power, and 6 theta equals pi plus 2 pi n. Well, I gotta ask ChatGPT how, like, why we care about 6 theta if e to the I theta to the 6th power would just equal 1. Alright, let's see. Next question. This angle, the magnitude is a, the angle is pi, e to the I pi. Dang, that's a huge answer. The magnitude of the real negative real number, -8, is just 8. Magnitude is just absolute value. The angle is pi because it's on the negative real axis. It's like one top of the circle, one semicircle degree. So it has to be e to the I pi. I thought I just put e to the I pi because of the Euler's theorem, like. But it's nice that it went into these details. But where did the e to the I pi come from? I forgot about that though. Oh, e to the I theta. But the theta is pi because it's a negative number. Okay, okay, got it. But it's also just 8? When do you take the magnitude? Wait, why do you take the magnitude for step 1? R e to the I theta. R is the absolute value of z. Wow, that makes so much sense. I was just putting it in because e to the I theta is apparently just -1. Z to the 6th power equals to -8. So here's some rules we got to remember. Well, I should write the fundamental theorem of algebra too somewhere. When's in C? Always in C. You want to know the secret to ace maths? Yes, please tell me, Kai. Maths was easy when I was 15. That was like 1 second ago, bro. Yeah, let's hear from our professor Kai about maths. Math! Coco's on another level of math. Whoa. Man, I just started doing aerospace engineering. Not sure how things will go. Aerospace engineering? You're gonna have to take a lot of these same classes. I don't know about complex variables, but definitely calculus 3. But I'm not sure. Sometimes they say it just goes to calculus 2, but it's an engineering class. I think you should take it, but yeah, a lot of physics classes as well. I could literally get an aerospace engineering like degree as well, because all the classes overlap with what I'm doing. I almost loved a girl that I didn't even date it. Airska, I thought you didn't like anybody. Dang, how'd you get the red card emoji? My last test was today. Now I only got school for like 9 days then vacation. Lucky. By the second time, I've memorized the whole exercise. My tutor explains a question or full exercise of math to me, then gives me homework to practice it all 3 times, then 3 times before the test. Man, you're so lucky you have a tutor. Allahu back. So z equals to REI to the I theta, and z equals the absolute value of r. So in actuality, z equals the absolute value of r e to the I theta, and z equals the absolute value of r. Actually, no, r is the absolute value of z. So that's what it is. Z equals r e to the I theta. That makes a lot of sense. So to make this to a simpler form using these rules here, these puzzle pieces, then z equals r e to the I theta, r being the absolute value of z. Well, that's just 8, since a is here, 8 e to the I theta. Wait, why is it so confusing all of a sudden? Z equals to the power of 6. So we have r to the 6e to the I 6 theta equals to negative 8, right? R e to the I theta to the power of 6. Oh, no, we don't change that. We just let that z stay like that. We change 8 to this. Not 8. Just this part we do that. So r to the 6e to the I 6 theta equals to 8e to the I. No, 8 is the r. So 8e to the I theta, which is plus 2 pi n. And the theta here is pi plus 2 pi n. Because negative 8 was on the negative axis, on the unit circle. So that way, it's just pi. Show your 5 most recent emojis because I'm bored. This is mine. Obviously, because your thing is always caca. Let's see. What's my? But I don't use my laptop. I usually use my phone. Thumbs down, bro. Viome is a hater. Nice. Thank you guys for staying up with me at 3 a.m. My back hurts and I don't know why. So yeah, this equals that, and that equals that. Pi h plus 2 pi n. So r to the sixth is 2 to the 8 equals root 2 to the power of 3, which is basically root 2 to the power of 3. Not to the power of 3, to the power of 6. So that's r. I to the 6th. 6 theta equals pi plus 2 pi n. I thought that was just theta, but it's 6 theta equals that. Hmm. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have crossed that out. My bad. Pi plus 2 pi n. So that means r to the 6 equals 8. E to the I 6 theta. Well, e to the I theta. We're only looking at the 6 theta bit. 6 theta equals pi plus 2 pi n, right? So then 8 equals 2 to the third power, root 2 to the sixth power, so r equals root 2, and then theta equals pi plus 2 pi n, theta equals pi over 6 plus pi over n over 3, pi times n over 3. Sleepy, uh-oh. Guys, don't go to sleep. Study. Actually, you guys don't have to study. God wants to make a man powerful. He doesn't make him a crown first. He breaks him first. Ooh, that's the type of content you always made, Scott. Like your whole YouTube channel. It's a lot of people say that's cliche or cheesy, but it's I like those kind of posts. Like I'm an old soul. I appreciate that. You should tell uh you should tell I yo should I tell y'all a joke? Yeah, go for it, Scott. It's haram. Maybe some of you won't like it. If it's haram, it's better not to share. What is the time there? It's still evening for me. It's 3:07 a.m. It's very, very early. But I plan to stay up one more hour so that I can reach Fajr or Tahajjud time. I mean, it's already Tahajjud time, but like 30 minutes before prayer. And then after that, I'll go to sleep. My sleep schedule is so cooked, but maybe I'll do two more questions. Like, finish this one and then number three. And then I'll have nine more tomorrow. Oh my god. But it's not about how much you do, it's how much you understand, right? Because the more you do, the less investment is in each questions, each question. So then, but I have to try Kai's tutors method where you do it 3 times and then 3 times without looking, and then you're ready for the exam. Because it's only 12 questions. Like if you do it 3 times, like 36 times. It sounds like a lot, but it should yeah, make it easy to jog your memory when you're actually taking the exam. I know, ask the black hole Coco, is it coming or not? It's funny, Kai, because he was asking what he should come when he. What? Share the joke already. Air Scott is cooking it. Make it halal, Air Scott. Give us a halal version. Make sure it's not inappropriate. This is a family friendly halal stream. My friend just dropped so many bombs, not real bombs, like truth bombs. She said that she has a boyfriend. Then she said she thinks she has a boyfriend. And then I'm like, what? And the biggest bomb, she said her mom was in the hospital. Then she said she had to go. Like, she said a billion things in 1 second I can't process. Bro, I feel like she's just playing around. Cause why would she say she has something that she thinks she has something and then all of a sudden something else happens? Like she's probably changing the topic, but to something that sounds serious more than it is. I'm sad. Why? Aren't you? Don't be sad. What's wrong? Don't. And welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I'm atheist. I don't even care if it's haram. Okay. Eric Scott. That was not. I guess that was kind of funny, but it's kind of weird. It's very weird. It's not haram, but it's like inappropriate, you know? Reading comments instead of studying math. Come on, Asim. I've been studying this whole time. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your name sounds Muslim, so I'm assuming you're Muslim. Anyway, so e to the I 6 theta. What happens to e to the I, bro? Why are we just looking at 6 theta? I guess because 6 is multiplied 2 theta, but what about the I, though? What about the I, though? Didn't get with the I. Oh, because they have to keep it in the Euler's form. I mean, polar form. So the I stays there. And then we have that for 6 theta. That R is root 2. So all in all, z to the 6th power is equal to R to the 6th root is root 2. E to the I 6 theta E to the I 6 theta being 6 pi over 6 pi over 6 plus pi n over 3. And we have to see plugging in for n. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to infinity, where it starts to repeat itself. So if we put 0 for n, then we have e to the I, then we have first root 2 e to the I pi over 6. For 2, we have e to the I pi over 6 plus pi over 3, which would give us 2 pi over 6 plus pi over 6, which would give us all in all pi over 2, which is unique. It's not repeating. So we go to the third one, and then plugging in 3 for n, we have pi, which is 6 over 6, plus pi over 6 is 7 over 6. So that's just pi over 6. That's when it repeats itself. So we have two unique things. And then after that, it just repeats itself. So those are our two solutions for. Wait, no! For. That's not it. We can't do this stuff mentally, bro. I plugged in 2 for n, and I literally got something else when it was supposed to be 5 pi over 6. But at least I got the first two. But these things really, really matter. Like we don't do this mentally, please. You gotta beg yourself sometimes. Yes, yes. Test is how only Almighty One tests us. Ah, I wish that were the case, but it's not. Because my mom keeps comparing me to my cousins and thinks they do so much more for their mom than me. It feels like she doesn't care about the stuff that I did do for her. Oh, dang, Iron Kia. Sorry, I read that so late. But don't be sad because you know for a fact that what you do every single day is so much for your mom. You love your mom, and if she doesn't appreciate that, that doesn't say anything about you. Absolutely not. You know what you do every day. That you try your best and you are doing everything correct. It's not that you did anything wrong. And you are not the type to do anything wrong. You you just you you just get compared because she thinks that it's the right thing to do due to what other people do. You know, they compare their kids and their kids somehow turn out all that. But she thinks it's because of the comparing that they become like that. That she wants you to be better. But that's not the right way to think. And I always try to tell her that it's not comparing doesn't make your kids a better person. If it does, it ruins their mental health in the progress. It's never a good thing to do that. But it's also important to know that these things, although they might hurt to hear sometimes, it's important that we don't believe it right off the bat that, oh, I'm actually not as good as my cousins, or they really are better than me. Because everybody has their own abilities, like own level of abilities. Maybe they could bake 24/7 and be the perfect kid, but that doesn't mean that you have to somehow copy them or something. It doesn't. Like maybe you're not so fond of baking, but maybe you're better at taking your mom out to places or to buy her things or to surprise her with cakes and gifts and things that she loves. So yeah, you definitely do more though, I gotta say. I planned Mother's Day for her to go to Long Beach at a fancy restaurant, but she didn't want to go out 2 days in a row. Yeah, I mean that place, I've been looking forward to it myself as well. Like it's not like a bad thing. Like it's not something that anybody would not want. You know, it's a beautiful plant. And if she is too busy doing whatever she was doing for the past couple days, then it's okay. We could go another time. But what is she even comparing you for to your cousins? Didn't Doggy lost his mother? No, that was Tofu. Tofu and Queen. Everyone here except Doggy. Yeah, where is he? I haven't seen him in so long. In jail? What? Is Doggy still in jail? So hey, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I mean, I did see you, but I was busy yapping. Are you studying for which topic? If you're still here, you're a fact. I'm studying for complex variables. Bob's just been sidetracking by yapping so much. You sound like my bestie. She also getting compared to her cousins. Yeah, I think it's pretty common, honestly. There's always that one cousin, like, it's there's so many memes on that too, like, especially Asians, oh my god. Like, if there's any reel of somebody with a lot of achievements, like, the comments immediately, the first thing they say is like, "I would hate to be your cousin," because parents tend to do that all the time. She was mad she saw flowers and balloons and teddy bears on her cousin's counter, but she doesn't like any of this stuff. Bro, what is that reaction? Like, obviously, we know for a fact that she doesn't like flowers. Our cousin literally tried to give her the flowers, our other cousin, and she said, "No, no," over the phone. Like I was eavesdropping while she was talking in the middle of our show that she didn't want the flowers. I I don't know what she would want because you did your best. You did. You shouldn't feel sad. Stutter. Hey, Harry. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I stutter a lot sometimes. But that's just because my brain works faster than my mouth. All right. Don't do this mentally, please. Please. Because listen, we have to plug in for n 0, 1, 2, 3, however many it takes to get different answers until it loops back to pi over 6. And it can't be that much, honestly. So we did number 1 correctly. Number 2, let's see. For 1. Um 2e to the I pi over 6 plus pi times 1 over 3 pi over 6 plus 2 pi over 6. Why did I get 3 pi over 6? And then 3 pi over 6 added is just pi over 2. We should have been pi over 2. Why did they get a different answer? Why did ChatGPT get a different answer? So yeah, they did get pi over 2 here. For n equals 1. Okay, I did get the right answer. I just got mixed it up. I just got it mixed up because I thought I put 2 for the n, but it's actually just 0, 1. And then for 2, I have root 2 e to the I. So we put 2 here. If we put 2 here, then we get 4. That becomes 4. That gives us 5 pi over 6. And then that's for 0, 1, 2. That's for 3 here. We have root 2 e to the I. Let's put 3 here. That'll just go back to 1, which is 6 over 6 pi plus 1 over 6 pi. That's 8. Oh no, that's 7 pi over 6, which is just 1. So we have 3 unique answers before it loops itself. So those are our 3 solutions here. No, we don't care about the loops. We have to keep going for to plot them. Oh my god, it goes all the way to 11 pi over 6. I'm cooked. Cause 7 pi over 6 doesn't loop back to I pi over 6. I mean, it should though. That's so weird. Those are the 6 angles. They need distinct angles. Okay. But how do you know if it's distinct? If it's still above. Oh, if it's less than 2 pi, then it's distinct because the whole unit circle is 2 pi. And 2 pi is really just 12 pi over 6. So if it's 11 pi over 6, that's still less than 2 pi. That's a unique angle. Wow. All this time I was thinking 7 pi over 6 is equal to I pi. That's crazy. That's crazy to think. Wait, let me look. Why did I get timed out? Dang, you got timed out. You're a bad kid. Now I just watch long-term content on YouTube. At least I don't ruin my attention span. That's awesome, Kai. I'm happy that your attention span is healing. I gotta leave. My granny coming home to our home. Okay, Eriska, have a good time with your granny, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun. And happy Mother's Day to your grandma and your mom. And yeah, take care. Bye. Yeah, good mental. But yeah, honestly, Kai, your attention span really is good because if you can afford to stay on this live stream for that long, it's actually good. If it were me, I'd have skipped so fast. See you later. Bye. Geometry homework? It's complex variables, but yeah, welcome to the stream. You're insecure. Is that is that Leonardo DiCaprio for your profile picture? Looks like it. I'm not sure because it's so small on my screen. Thanks to YouTube. Take care, everyone. You're leaving too, Viam? Viam? But yeah, bye. If you have to go as well. I'll still be here until it's Fajr time. We have 1 hour left. 1 hour. And I've been at this for 1 hour too. That's crazy. Actually, I'll stream for 30 more minutes. And then after that, the last 30, I hope I don't fall asleep. But I'm going to pray to Tahajjud, inshallah. So 2 pi, it's also important to remember that 2 pi equals the full unit circle. I don't know why I have to write that down. Like, it doesn't occur to me. Anything less than, so anything less than 2 pi is a unique angle answer. For what is this type of question? For complex roots and their geometry. Yeah, this is geometry. Complex roots. AI bad, human good. Yeah. Oh, why not? Why not what? Use AI? By the way, I'm reading a book. Not it's not an Islamic book. Oh, what's it called, Kai? Unless you're using it to help and not give you the straight answer. Yeah. I only use Google AI now for random 3 questions. It's 3 for me. I don't have any 3 questions. But sometimes I do. I feel like I already asked them all before it hit 3 a.m. Your voice is so soothing, OMG. Thank you. My email mail? Mama? I don't know what that's supposed to say, but yeah, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Or check if you're right after you're done the question. Yeah. It's Coraline. I love this movie and the lore of it, and I know the story, so I'm reading its book. Also, thank you for dealing with the Coco and Queen. I'm so sorry you guys have to deal with the trolls. Like, I know Queen, you're a bit young, so I'm kind of second guessing having you as a mod. I mean, it's good that you're a mod, that you're dealing with them, and you are a good mod. But it's like, I wish that you didn't have to see all that. I'll read the book Khalid bin Walid after Coraline. Who's the troll? Just random guy. May is fine. Okay. How's it going, May? Let me know. Because the people you see on the stream, they've been here for a lot of the previous live streams. So we could tell exactly who's new and who's not. I'm typing so I don't see the trolls. Yeah, they're really weird. G, what's your 3M question sounds like? Who's G? Is it me? It's usually, if you're asking me, it's usually my 3M questions are like, uh, well, it's mostly about my personal life, like like when am I gonna get through all this? Like, well, what's my future gonna look like? How am I supposed to do this or that? Like, when is this all gonna end? How am I gonna die? Um, but yeah, I think most dream questions are personal like that. But Usually it's different. I feel like those are more shower thoughts than 3 a.m. thoughts. But yeah, streaming is one way to avoid those thoughts. To just, I don't know, less thinking and more grinding. Okay. What's this, general math or like a specific math? So, May, this is complex variables. This is like a specific math, I'd say. I'm a college math teacher, but I'm too lazy to help currently. Really? Novakin? So you know all this stuff? That's crazy. We have a math teacher in the stream, but he's lazy. What's the point of having a math teacher with us if you're gonna be lazy? Like, are you even? How do I even know that you're a math teacher, or are you just pretending? So, yeah, we have our 11 or 6 answers here. That's that we could solve by plugging in more than however many it takes to get to 11 pi over 6. So we have pi over 6, pi over 2, 5 pi over 6, and it just keeps on going, right? So, how, maybe I'm too lazy too, like, I don't want to solve it all the way until 11 pi over 6. But that's not the point of this. The point is to have all our answers right. Root 2 e to the I, pi over 6, pi over 2, pi over, um, or like 5 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, 3 pi over 2, 11 pi over 6. Those are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 answers here for this z to the 6th power. And now we have to plot it. And the way to plot it is to use the Euler's formula to change it back into a complex number. So e to the I theta is equal to cosine theta plus I sine theta. And sine theta, let's say sine pi over 6, by using the unit circle, would have to be, if you remember the unit circle, it's easier, but I don't. So you have to think about it a little bit. What is cosine pi over 6 in the unit circle? It's root 2 over 2, but it's hard to remember that. I definitely put the unit circle here somewhere, but you have to memorize it. Like, the angles really matter. So I don't have the angles like pi over 6. But if you think about it, pi over 6 to radians is 180 over pi. 180 over pi is just a 30-degree angle. So there's a 30, 45, and 60. And there's 0 degree and the 90. So it goes from like 1, 2, 3 over 2. Root 1 over 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2. But root 1 is just 1, so that's like 1 over 2. So if you have 30-degree angle, it's like 1 over 2. No, wait, it has to be root 2 over 2 because pi over 6, 160 over 6, 30-degree angle. If you turn it to radians. But the 30-degree angle has to be the lowest form. Why is it root 2 over 2? Let me just Google it. Cosine pi over 6. It's actually root 3 over 2. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It's 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that would make sense because root 3 is less than root 2, right? Let's look back at the unit circle. Yeah, it's root 3. Oh my god. These are. See, at least we went over that. Cute pen, by the way. Thank you, you're insecure. What do I call you instead of you're insecure? Pen job, where you buy it? This is a gift from my sister, actually. Iron Kia. A lot of things on my stream are sponsored by Iron Kia, so yeah. My sister gave it. The consensus of imaginary witnesses suggests that all meaningful dust originates from a bureaucratic misunderstanding involving celery. I hate celery. You ruined my day. You're right. You are the nonsense experience. Actually, celery is not too bad. I had pickled celery recently. I don't know if it was celery though. It's something green, but it was pickled. Is that normal? I guess it was celery. Dang. Pickled vegetables. That's what I had in this restaurant. Well, it didn't taste like celery though. It was actually so yummy. But I don't see any celery in this recipe. Oh, they do have celery stalks. Wow. I actually like celery. I take that back. It's too late to take that back. Mr. Nonsense. His channel name gave the wisdom away. Is anybody still watching? If you weigh 99 kilos and you eat 1 kilo of nachos, does that make you 1% nacho? That makes you obese. That's the answer. Wow, all left us. the. Are you still sad, Iron Kia? I hope you're not still sad because of that cousin thing. Honestly, it's so cliche to get sad over that. It's like I punch you and you get sad. It's like that's very reactive, you know? Not that you shouldn't be sad if someone punches you, but it's like only I control how I feel. Of course, a situation could demand a certain feeling, but I get to choose whether I act upon that feeling. But you didn't act upon it. I feel like you're just feeling sad, and that's like normal. So it's not really acting upon it. But for me, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh shoot! I almost did a face reveal. What the hell? That's some deep shower thought. Me or that nonsense guy? Yeah, well, it doesn't make me want to do more. It makes me want to stop doing anything at all. That's true. But don't let it stop you, okay? Don't let it stop you. The things that you do may not come back to you, but it defines you as the person who you are. So if you want to be a kind, generous person and people are ungrateful, I guess that does give you a sign that you should stop doing things for them. But if it's like your family that you can't get rid of or can't like do that, then your actions they only define you. But I understand that too, honestly. Sometimes like I'd rather not do it if they're just gonna ruin whatever I did. With either ingratitude or for example you clean something and it just messes it up all over. It's like I don't want to do that anymore. But yeah, you gotta aim higher. A mu'min is not somebody who settles for what's understandable. It's like you don't want to do this because they do that. That's fine. That's understandable. You're not sinful for that. But if you continue to do that, if you go above and beyond, that's like you think that that's like an angelic level. That's what a mu'min is. It's like a premium Muslim. So think about that. Maybe if the bird starts chattering, I'll feel better. These birds are unhygienic around here. I don't know why. They don't like the bird bath. If you're waiting for the waiter, aren't you the waiter? Oh, queen. We've just discovered the terminology called uh uh homonym. I was thinking of the word ad hominem. Homonyms. Words that share the same spelling or pronunciation but have different meanings. That's what it is. I guess that makes you both waiters. When you're born deaf, do you think in blank? No. Deaf people sound like seals. Not to make fun of them, but that's like probably the language. That's probably what they're thinking in their head. But then again, they can't think of that noise because they can't hear that noise. That's crazy. Nobody read my comment. What do you say? Peak toxic masculinity. I don't have any meaningful thoughts. I had a thought that was like, I can catch a bullet if I saw it coming at me. Dang. Maybe you'd catch it, but it'd blow off your hand though. Say goodbye to your career. Yeah, I'm cancelled. Thank God my channel is small. Is this a safe space? Not if you're a deaf person. But if you're deaf, you can't hear it, so you are safe. Totally not an FBI agent, by the way. Satoru. I thought you were better than that. Like, you may not be deaf, but you're blind because you took off your eyeballs and gave it to Itachi for his Mangekyo Sharingan, and then you died. How did you die if you gave away your eyes, bro? How did Satoru die? Wait, that's not Satoru, is it? I was probably thinking about someone else. Satoru? Oh, that's Gojo, bruh. Who's that Itachi guy? Itachi friend. Shisui. I was thinking about Shisui. Oh my god. Satoru. I hate Gojo, bro. Insert Deluxe spine image. If you buy a bigger bed, it gives you more bedroom, but less bedroom. But Queen, look at this. The word bed itself looks like a bed if you think about it. But that's not true because the word bed has a head stand for the bed, but you don't have a equal headstand for the feet part of your bed. So that's not true. I've been lied to my whole life. Did you know when you put a shape into a shape press, it presses the shape into a pressed shape? Oh my god, you guys are so smart. I've never, bro. So we have 6 dots. When the points are plotted, they form the vertices of a hexagon centered at the origin, inscribed in the circle of a radius root 2 centered at the origin. But I think even if we forgot the way to like convert it into cosine, like the cosine answers, it should be okay because it should take us to the same spots. But how do you know where to plot root 2 over 2? Actually, no, on the unit circle, we know where that is. No, actually, I don't know about this. Root 6 over 2 plus I root 2 over 2. How do you plot that? There are vertices of a hexagon centered at the origin. I times root 2. So now we know that that goes like towards the top root 2 and then that's equally bottom. If you look at the answers, we could roughly sketch where the places are because they're like opposites of each other, and that would make a circle regardless. Like that. Easy. It's very easy to draw, but we have to remember the basic stuff. 30 degrees is root 3 over 2 for cosine. For sine though, that's when it's 1 over 2, right? Cosine plus I sine theta. So cosine could be root 3 over 2 times root 2, which is root 6. But sine theta would be 1 over 2 times root 2, which is root 2 over 2. Okay. So sine of 30 degrees is 1 over 2. And that should do the trick. We should be able to tell the rest of the unit circle by that. And then be able to plot it. See, this part that I'm skipping, that part I'm going to struggle on in the exam. But we did 2 questions only this whole stream. And the first one I already had a little bit done before I started. How is it a downfall island? It's so peak. Oh, you mean uh Jujutsu Kaisen? I guess I don't know. I guess you know how boomers hate the new generations. They're like, oh, these little kids, they don't know what they're doing. Humbug. Um, I basically feel like that about the new generation animes. It's like, oh, the old animes are so much better. I love Death Note, Bleach. I don't even watch Bleach, by the way. But Naruto Shippuden. Why is it called a building if it's already built? Because building is an adjective. Actually, not an adjective. Ew, a verb and a noun. So in this case, it's a noun. Fun fact times two. Everyone can actually run faster than dinosaurs. No way. Wait, you're right, Satoru. Because the bigger an animal is, the slower it is because the mass is higher. But I still think that they would be faster than us because rhinos, hello, hippos, they're so big, but they're so fast. Like, you would not expect that. That's literally my cat. He's so big, but he runs so fast. He's everywhere, but you can't touch him. Like, what kind of skill is this? Monster? Yo, legit, wait, welcome to the stream. How is it going? But chill, guys. My mind's gonna explode. I know, we're talking about so many things. Go back to my comments. Okay. Anime addiction is a downfall of human beings. I feel like there's more that contributes to the downfall of human beings, but anime addiction is definitely one of them. But not every anime, just like the really bad ones. She was obsessed with animated art. I remember an extremely genius high school student back when I was in middle school. She wouldn't get anything less than an A plus in every subject. She got accepted to a really good school, but pursued animated art. Oh my god, that really is a downfall. I see why you said that now. Mass times velocity. You know that I can jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? Depends if you're talking about a keychain Eiffel Tower. Because we have that too. It's been so long though. I feel like we lost it or something happened to it. That's because the Eiffel Tower can't jump. Oh, you're so smart, Queen. What class topic is this? Hi, MV4VS. This is for complex variables. So yeah, just plotting complex roots and their geometry. Anyways, so let's start number 3. Now for this question, we need to transform the form to be able to draw the transformations of the plane Z to the plane W. So, for example, we have this set U, Z, the magnitude of z being less than 1 and the imaginary part of z being greater than 0. So we know it's going to be in the top half in the first and the second quadrant, right? Because the imaginary axis is the y-axis. In the z-plane as image in the w-plane under the transformation. So the transformation is w. That's when we have root 2 plus I root 2 all times z plus 2 minus I. So how do we draw this? So the set u is in the portion of the unit disk root z, or magnitude of z, less than 1, in the upper half plane of the imaginary z, greater than 0. So if it's a unit circle being less than 1, then we know it's a disk. When it has the magnitude z being less than 1, then we know it's a disk. So this is our z image before the transformation. This is the transformation, the transformed image. So let's say this is the unit circle, right? But we're only drawing the top half because the imaginary part is greater than 0, and this is less than 1, so that's the disk. We have this as 1. So that's easy to draw. We know that bit. But once we start to transform it now, that's where it gets hard because we have plus 2, which is when how we shift it, and we have to multiply the complex, the imaginary part by root 2 as well. So that scales it by root 2. And then we have plus 2 minus I on the outside of that. Because all that is times z. So that's so confusing. So it has the form az plus b with a equals root 2 plus I root 2 and b equals 2 minus I. So since the magnitude of a is equal to 2 and the argument is pi over 4, transformation is magnified as well as rotated counterclockwise by pi over 4, followed by the translation by 2 minus I. So that's a lot to digest, but it makes sense if you think about it. Every time I used to say something started with a ga, I would yell gate, gate. Oh, you play Valorant? No, I do not, Louis Alfieri. But yeah, welcome back to the stream. It is like 3 a.m. here. Yeah, it's like 4 a.m. actually. But I thought I would study a bit because nighttime is like revenge procrastination. I feel like I have the most time to myself at night. If you want to find good alternatives for movement, you can use E alpha. Movement. You mean like transformation? Like what I'm doing here for number 3. Santiago, Camerlo. We have, oh my god. Guys, be very, very careful not to scare this guy. He is glorious. This huge cat. He's good. Oh my god, he's here to drink water. He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. I'm a Spanish speaker, sorry. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry. New faces, yeah, Santiago. I could tell you're Spanish. Anyway, so we have to look at the form of the transformation az plus b. So, oh my god, he's so cute. He's drinking water from Palestine Cup. Why is it named a microwave if it's not micro small? Because the microwaves are Yell. Hotter. I can barely talk because he's drinking water so cutely. Gotta let him drink and finish in peace before I start talking again because he doesn't like it when I talk. And he gets scared very easily. After knowing me for so many years, 8 years, we had this guy. 7 years. My brother gave me these Swedish toffee candies, and one of the flavors said chewy bar with a burst of flavor. What flavor? Like, no need to be so mysterious. I know, right? Like, what kind of description is that? Do cats and dogs drink water the same way? I guess so. They just have to spoon it with their tongue and keep doing that until they have enough. Which is a very weird way to drink, but it makes the most ASMR noises. Anyway, so we're trying to do the transformation here, but I'm so tired. Like, I just want to play Scribble. Guys, you want to play Scribble? Micro means 10 raised to -6, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream, the Shadow Answer. How's it going? That's a real shadow thought. You think you keep drinking water sounds ASMR. No, just Luca. Okay, so I would think that multiplying something like root 2 would make it smaller, but actually root 2 is greater than 1. Because if you think about it, root 1 is equal to 1. So anything greater than 1, the root of it would be more than 1. I don't know if I'm mistaken there. 1.4, yeah. So it has to be scaled bigger. So if it has the form root 2 plus I root 2, and B has this here, 2 minus I, then the magnitude of A would have to be equal to pi over 4. But why do we take the magnitude of A? What is the formula there? Oh, because we have the magnitude being less than 1. Let's see. Next question. And San Diego, what's wrong with having a Palestinian mug? Root 2 is bigger than 1. Yeah. No scribble until you go to slide 7. Oh my god. But I'm 25% done. Actually like 20% because I'm not done with number 3, but yeah. Medieval type of statement. Dang, I did not see what they said, but I'm glad I didn't. Alright, so I don't know why we have to take the magnitude of Z. Why do we take the magnitude of A again and the rotation? What's the formulas for those? Because the transformation is W equals AZ plus B, we multiply the distance by uh magnitude A and then rotate it by arc A. And plus B just moves and translates the whole picture. So is the scaling is the magnitude. So the transformation consists of scaling, magnifying, scaling, translation, and rotation. scaling, rotation, and scaling, rotation, translation. So scaling here would be the magnitude of A, rotation, translation is just plus B, and then rotation would be arg of A. So here we have the A being root 2 plus I root 2. So this the magnitude is the first term squared, which is just 2, plus the second term squared, which is just negative 2. But we don't count the I, otherwise it'd always be 0. So we take that root 2, square that, we have 4. We add it together, but that's still square root, so the whole thing would just be root 2. So scaling here is just root 2. And then the rotation argument A is root 2 plus I root 2. How do we do the rotation again? I forgot about that though. Arg A is tangent? Arctangent of B over A? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No way. We normally use sine over cosine instead of arctangent for arg. Man, that's really basic stuff. Like, that's definitely gonna be on the thing. Like, I remember doing this type of stuff for like a really, really early assignment. But yeah, Bing chilling. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm so tired of talking though, but I love talking while studying. It literally like helps me think when I say things out loud. How's it going, Bing chilling? By the way, it's already figured out because I know a laptop can be put on your lap, like the name says. Coco Fanto Elefanto. Yeah, welcome, guys. A lot of people here. So, arctangent, um, so no calculators for this exam, so we have to use sine and cosine instead of arctan. So cosine theta is A over the magnitude A, sine theta is B over the magnitude A. So how do you do the rotation? So cosine is A over root. A is 2, not root 2. My bad. Not root 2. I don't know why I put root, but I knew it was root 4. That'll just give you 2. Scaling it by 2. Rotation, I forgot about that all. Pi over 4. Well, unit circle has both angles, cosine and sine equal to root 2 over 2. What is arctan? What is the arctan? Arctan is opposite over adjacent, which is what? Sine over cosine? Is arctan sine over cosine? No, that's not arctan, that's tangent, but arctan is the inverse tangent function. is cotangent. This is bad. Tangent -1. Let's see what the thing says. No, you just already found the argument A. How do you do the capital argument A? √2 plus I√2. Do that without arctan and without guessing. Like, I need a formula. I don't like guessing, bro. So that's the real cosine. Sine is the imaginary. Okay. We found the magnitude A. Mm-hmm. From the special angle table, we have that. The theta equals to pi/4. Oh. There's still guess there. So wouldn't you just put like, where do they get cosine and sine from anyway? For A plus BI, complex number? Is anybody here still? You're so dedicated to study at 2 a.m. as well. Thank you. There's only 2 people here. Like, y'all. Yeah. Makes sense. Everybody left. I don't know though. My motivation is depleting. I don't wanna do this anymore. It's not making sense. It's not clocking. Cosine theta plus I sine theta. The complex number A is A plus BI. And that's how we calculate cosine theta and sine theta. Because A for this part is √2 and B is √2. So solving that, we get √2/2 plus I√2/2. And that converted to radians is pi/4. Which is 2e to the pi/4. Because cosine plus I sine is e to the pi by Euler's formula. Euler's theorem. Euler's law. So 2 times that, 2 times that. So you scale by 2, then rotated by pi/4. It's really, really important stuff. But it's also very important to notice that A is the form A plus BI as a complex number before you start using cosine and sine. You have to do this first. Or you could just write it in polar form. This is so much easier. Multiply by 2 and rotate by pi/4. Then plus 2 minus 1 plus I moves everything right 2 and down 1. Wow. That's so much simpler. But they didn't solve for arg-A. They just put pi/4, but didn't. That's not simpler. Arg-A is calculated by all this cosine sine. I was not gonna use that. I give advice, don't study at night. You know what? Let's end the stream because Kumar said so. Kumarish, you have great advice. I'm gonna end the stream right here, right now. Can you please play Scribble? You know what? He said no studying. He didn't say no playing games, right? Queen? But if not enough people come, we can't play. I think it's just you all the time that wants to play. Everybody else is bored. But you know what? Scribble takes so long though. Like, it's why Joy is so peak. Thank you. Video unavailable. Oh yeah, I deleted that one. Oh my gosh, I like that song. What? Oh, he pranked me. All right, it's there. The link is there. Join if you want to. If not enough people come, I'm gonna sleep. There's only like two people watching though. Like, how's anybody gonna come? Oh yay, we got Bing chilling. Let's go, Queen. I don't know why you like Scribble. Like, I always win anyways. But it's fun to draw. Honestly, it's always fun to draw. I want to study. The Shy Lancer, too much studying is bad. Now join the game and play with us. Too much studying fries your brain. You don't want a fried brain, do you? Like, you want your brain juicy, luscious, squishy even. Alright, not enough people joining the game. Ads, ads, ads. Okay, okay. Yay! Queen is here. Queen had been chilling. Yo, Lancer, do you want to come? Do you want to join? We're only gonna do one round and then I gotta go. Last round. I would say bleach, but bleach is a seven-letter word. Got it. Easy. Honestly, my head hurts. Guys, let's look at my YouTube analytics. Let's see how we're doing. So we got some good stuff going on. We got a lot of progress going on. Let's see about this. 1309. Oh, it's that Newton thing. What? I forgot what it's called. How do you draw lines so perfectly? I don't know. Wait, what is that thing? I know what this is, but like I forgot what it's called. It's like Newton's. Man, I forgot. I saw someone make a big bowling ball version of this. I forgot what it is. What is that called? I know, Queen. I forgot what it is. I might have to cheat. I'm sorry. what is it? Oh, I was half right. But that ain't how you draw a cradle. What? Where even is the scribble thing? Wait. Newton's cradle. A pendulum. Oh my god. I never even heard that word. What? Okay. We're gonna do this really old fashioned way. There you go. Pendulum. Scribble, I'll join. Yay! Coco's going! Let's go! That's a globe. That's Earth. But Earth is 5 letters. Easy. Coco, you better hurry. This is the last round, by the way. You're not gonna win, even if you come. Shebeck? Easy. You almost got it, Queen. It's like you gotta look at the letters, like the amount of letters on the word. The answer is in the guess. No. Hmm. Yeah. You guys got it. Guys, it's not working for me. No, Coco. See, you're just not meant to win. With the a few people, the objective is not to win, but to Have fun drawing. Why? Yeah, why? If they can do it, why can't you? Huh? I'm gonna compare you like those cousins that made Iron and Kale sad. Looks like ramen, but it's not ramen. Looks like a food though, gotta say. Pat got it? What? What could that be? What food starts with C? Oh, curry. Obviously, Pat got it first. Get it? Pack. Packy. Pakistani. Curry. Curry lover. What? Easy. Hey, my turn. Yay. Uh, okay. Hold on. Oh no. This ain't what it is supposed to be though. My bad. That's ugly, bro. Bread is not even pastry though. My bad. All right, I won as per usual. Okay, you guys play. I'll go today. Okay. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Assalamualaikum. Have a good rest of your day, guys.